welcome to another episode of Saar Stories. Today we have a very special guest with us, Miss Noor. As we reflect on this date, August 15th, which marks the day the Taliban took over Afghanistan in 2021, Noor will share her personal experiences and perspectives on life since then. Noor, thank you very much for joining us today. Okay, let's start by going back in time a bit. Can you tell me a little bit about your life before the Taliban took control of Afghanistan, and how has your daily life changed since then?
Thank you for giving me the time to inform about my life problems and all Afghan women's situation. I have a very bad memory of Afghanistan and of August 14 because we tried to leave Afghanistan like other people, but all thought we did not success, and I lost my husband at airfield incident. Before Taliban came, we were living a happy life. Every person man and had their own choice how to live. There were nothing like any limitation. I was doing my job and everything were and specific constitution of government and freedom for all. And now from that time there is big difference and change in our life. I was working, I had salary, I had freedom, and I was sure about safety of our family. As all the world is aware of that, there is no more freedom for all people in Afghanistan.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Noor, and I'm so sorry for your loss. That's very, very heartbreaking to hear that. May I ask, how has losing your husband affected your life and your family's life if you have kids, especially in a country where it's very challenging for women to live without a male guardian?
Yes, the most critical need for Afghan women rights, that is education, and also it is clear everyone know about it. The freedom of women is completely affected. Only one thing: just stay inside home and nothing more. No school, no university, no job. If you are woman in Afghanistan in this regime of Taliban. So there is only one place that stay inside your home if you are hungry or anything else.
That's I can't imagine how difficult that must be. And it's really, really an honor for me to speak with you right now and get to know you, as you're a very, very resilient person. May I ask if you also have like a family of your own, maybe kids?
Yes, I have four daughters, and I don't have any legal men at my home. So this is big difficult for me.
I totally understand. I understand how
Now,
hard that is. Can you tell us a little bit about what you were doing, like what type of job you had before the Taliban took over?
yes, I was journalist. I was teacher, and I was editor, and I was in some organization I was worked. But after the Taliban took over Afghanistan, I am unemployed and I am at home. It is very difficult for me, and I request a lot of organization if there is any chance to give me work from home, so I will do, but I don't receive any response.
I understand that it must be very difficult for you to be unemployed, have four daughters, have no meal to provide. And I really do hope that those who are listening to us can offer any solution for this, or
Hopefully.
maybe offer any, work from home job. So, as a mother, what are your biggest fears for your daughters under the current circumstances? How are you trying to protect them?
Being is a mother, biggest fear for my daughters are that no education and safety. If anything happened to my daughters without husband, I cannot go to even ask that why it happened with my daughters. Just living is a prisoners in this country. Just my try to leave Afghanistan because because I am a lonely woman to stay at home. My daughters
Go ahead.
have not um, bright future.
It's really heartbreaking to hear what you and your daughters and a lot of Afghan women are facing. And your courage is really, really inspiring. Despite everything, what hopes do you hold for your future, for the future of your daughters and your future?
Okay, my eldest daughter was want to be a doctor, but she was in 10th class. After this, school's banned, and my small daughters always with was were play with herself, and she look like said I am a teacher, and she has student, and she have whiteboard and written something. She's playing with herself, so I'm very afraid about her choices because their life is finished. From 3 years they are very in bad situation. My oldest daughter is mentally sick because she is in 17 year. At this situation, girl should go out from home and enjoy her life, but she can't.
That really makes me sad to hear that. I mean, I'm here living in US and I can see that like a lot of other countries, kids have a life. They are allowed to play, like be free, go to school without the fears that Afghan kids are facing. And I really, really wish that could have been true for the kids in Afghanistan and other countries that are struggling right now. Um,
At
so
least, at
have
least
you,
they have father or brother at home, but we didn't have any legal mail. So this is a very big difficult for me. I cannot afford my food and clothes and anything else. Because of this, I want to work and uh, take care my daughters.
that is really, really difficult. I really can't imagine how hard that must be for you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Have you received any support from any local or international organizations?
Just I have one friend. She is from French, and I face her on tweet, and she sent me some foods and some oil, another thing 2 times.
I am glad that she was able to help, but I'm sure that
Yes, her name is
you need an
Stefan. Her name is
ongoing help
Stefan.
for sure. What's her name?
Her name is Stefan. She is from France,
That's
Paris.
very nice of her. I'm glad they are nice and sweet people like that. And I do hope that you can receive more help from everyone who um, becomes aware of your situation. If you could send a message to the international community, what would you ask for? What would you ask for to help women like you and yourself?
To the international community, I have one request that our women and our girls, our daughters, they are just living in ancient period, even more backward from that. My daughters are not saved in her. If anyone do anything, I am helpless. My daughters are remained uneducated from 3 years. With every difficulty, I try to organize their food and clothes. We are just hanged in cycle of routine 24 hours struggling for our life. So it's I kindly request to the international community that please give your attention to us and don't forget Afghan women. Help us in the critical situation that we are suffering from. Please take us out from this situation, life for our all family, we can have a good life.
I really, really do hope that the international community hears you and pay attention to you and all Afghan women going through very, very difficult situations right now. Your courage and honesty really, really inspires me. And I know that your words are the words of a lot of other Afghan women. Is there anything you'd like to share before we wrap up? Any, I don't know, any dreams you have, any message you have?
Yes, I should, because in Afghanistan we don't have any media, and we cannot send our voice to responsible authorities. I said to Taliban, they made people hate Islam because there is more than force. Why they force women? They don't have mother, they don't have sister. Why do this they? So because of this, just I ask them why they don't have sympathy for all women.
I completely agree with you, Noor, and that is a very, very strong and powerful message and a very, very right question to ask. Thank you again, Noor. We stand with you and all Afghan women during these very challenging times. And I want to thank our listeners for tuning in and staying with us till the end of this interview. I feel very honored to learn about your story, Noor. It's very, very powerful story. And honestly, I'm like amazed by how courageous you are and being a single mom in Afghanistan with 4 daughters, having no means of having no jobs, not being able to provide. That's really, really hard. And your story is really one of a kind. And I hope that you and your daughters will achieve your dreams one day.
You're most
Thank
welcome.
you.
I'm also glad.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Noor,
so much.
for joining us today. And thank you, everyone, for staying.